so it's like 8:30 now, and I am actually going to my friend Molly's house to use her actual, not like shitty equipment, and I'm super excited. And these days are always nice because it does allow me a little bit of an environment shift, a mental shift, so looking forward to this. I'm a little bit late because I spent too much time working on an infographic for Instagram, but I got lost in it. But yeah, I'm gonna head over. I'm also gonna show you a new toy that I have for other days. This evil looking contraption. It's a Bowflex machine. Probably haven't seen these if you're born after like 1992. But it's something that I dug out of my parents' garage, and it kind of will serve as a replacement to cables. So I'm looking forward to that. The biggest issue I'm gonna have is like how to get up the stairs. So I'll have to figure that out. But until then, I'm gonna head over to my friend's house so I can do some squats, deadlift, and bench press. I call this my compound lift day because it's the only time I have access to a barbell and actual heavy weights. So let's do this. Workout was done. Success. It was actually one of the best workouts I've had so far. This week my workouts have been better, and I think I'm I can't really be sure why, because I just learned out like the gyms are going to be closed for possibly months more, which is depressing. But I think it was just a mind shift, a little bit of a stress relief, maybe my rant, getting some things off my chest, which I will talk about more. But I was very unprepared coming home. I did not have any protein cooked up, so I am currently baking some chicken breasts in the oven, and then, which are just about done. And then I've got some sweet potato that I'm steaming, that I'm gonna saute with some vegetables, which are also frozen because I'm using up my frozen vegetable stash that I stocked up. But yeah, so I'm going to stir fry the vegetables and sweet potatoes. So I'm just gonna start with some coconut oil in the pan to saute my frozen vegetables and my sweet potatoes. I already pretty much heated this pan up, so just melting that up. So, while that's cooking, I think I will use this opportunity to add some salt. But also to maybe kind of do a follow-up of the last video I did, which if you did not watch it, you might want to go watch that one. I want to thank people for like the support. It definitely meant a lot. I didn't get well, maybe a few negative things, but like majority of it was positive, and I really appreciate that. I appreciate people letting me vent and speak my mind, and also I apologize for anyone I made incredibly dizzy and possibly nauseous from the pacing in the floor. I wasn't pacing because I was like nervous. I was pacing because I was working out, and I just was like, I gotta say this, and that's what I do during my rest breaks. So apparently my pacing made people think that I was like, it was gonna be something super serious, or I was like super anxious. And it's like, yeah, I was anxious, but that's just kind of like what I do. But well, anxiety is what I do as well. Where did I put this? Okay. So now I'm gonna add in these potatoes. Give it a little extra bit of salt. Actually, I'm gonna give it a little oil spray too. So, about the video. One thing, felt good to vent. Second thing, felt good to know that I was not the only one to feel that way. Third thing is, you know, it's kind of bittersweet because I'm not the only one that felt that way. So, apparently this is something that a lot of people are feeling. It's unfortunate. I got a lot of people saying that they left the LGBT community because of the same reasons, and it's just, it sucks. It's a little bit, you know, heartbreaking because that's, you know, it's a community that I felt safe in. It's a community that many felt safe in and felt like they felt at home in, and then to have something kind of turned upside down on you, it's sad, and it still mirrors like the church and like leaving the church and everything that can happen, and it sucks that the same thing can happen with like a religion, and then like something you felt comfort in after leaving religion, and then it's just like, where does it stop? I don't know if it does. But like I said, it happens in every community. I just hope that we can come to a place where it's at least not as crazy, not as at our throats, and not at this time where the internet is all we have. But anyways, I'm rambling again. I'm gonna finish cooking this. I'll show you the final product, but yeah, I just want to say thank you for everyone who watched that video, all the support. It gives me a little bit more comfort and confidence in being able to speak on things, you know, and so I probably will moving forward, but that's it. I'm gonna finish cooking, and I'm hungry, and I got a lot to do, so I never know what to say to end this shit, like, end of scene, cut, food. So the other day I was at Target picking up a prescription, and I decided to pick up one lone gray plate because I'm tired of plating food on just the same white plates. I have a feeling I might do this more throughout the months of this whole quarantine thing, because sometimes a change of scenery just means a different plate. So I like to be obnoxious, and I like to like make not fancy food, you know, look a little bit more fancy with this plate. So like, I've been having way too much fun and it's stupid, but whatever. Because it's amazing how just like the plate color can make food look so different. But here's my chicken that I've got cut up. Okay, this one doesn't look so fancy, but whatever. And then I've got this avocado dressing that I made that I have the recipe for. If you want the recipe for it, go to www.shakeitwillcook.com and oops, I need to make some more because I'm almost out. So here we go. So that's about as fancy as it's gonna get right now because I'm too lazy to garnish with anything else besides what we've got going on right here. But at least it's got some good color. I'm gonna eat this now. So it's already dinner time. I basically just worked all the way from lunch to dinner. I went for a dog walk and cleaned my kitchen, and now we're here. My brain feels fried, so I'm just like brain farting a lot, so sorry for any awkward pauses, or just, I guess that's kind of my norm. But dinner time will be chicken from lunch, just chopped up. Got some Brussels sprouts that I usually roast, but I don't want to use the oven because it's too warm. I don't want to heat it in my house and then try to sleep in it. That's been, the past couple nights, it's been a little bit too warm for me to sleep. Not gonna lie, I did not sleep well, which is why I'm a little bit more tired than usual. Summer's gonna be great. It gets to be over 100 degrees in my area. It's only in like the 70s. My body's still acclimating to that because it was like, it seemed like it went from like freezing to the 70s, so it feels like it's 100 degrees and it's not. Yeah, so Brussels sprouts, mushrooms, some garlic, and then I'm just gonna probably top it off with the rest of the avocado dressing. Time to get cooking. So dinner's done, but before I do anything else, I want to show you how I clean my cast iron skillet. I get a lot of requests for this. I have yet to do a video on it just because I'm just like, when do I do that? Do I do like a whole video dedicated, or do I just pop it in somewhere? So might as well just pop it in here. So this is my pan. As you can see here, it's got some yuckies on it from dinner, and I want to clean it off. I also, yes, I still have the stove on. It's smoking, but that is for good reason. What I do is, if I can catch it in time and just already have my pan hot, right after cooking, I will just, come on camera, why you gotta be so dumb? Okay, so I just make sure to have my faucet on, and then I take this hot pan. Careful, the steam is hot. Do not put your face over it. Do not put your hand over it. But this water and this hot pan are about to deglaze the pan and get most of the gunk off. This is hard to do with one hand. Okay, one hand is not sufficient to this job. You need two hands. So note that in the instructions of this video. Yeah, okay. So also remember that you're gonna need a hot pad or this silicone handle, because these get hot, very hot, and you will burn yourself. So then I just kind of wipe out whatever is left. And then I generally recoat it with nonstick spray because it does help, especially if you like to cook eggs on your skillet. Give it a good little soak in there. Then I take the towel and I continue to wipe it out again. And voila, clean skillet, ready to go. Takes 2 seconds if you just do it right after you're done cooking versus letting a pan sit there and then having the stuff kind of just sit and cake on. Other things is, you do not want to use soap on it. You do not want to let it sit in water because you do not want it to rust. To season the pan, very simple. You could use avocado oil, any sort of like high heat oil. Wipe down the pan with the oil and bake it in the oven at like 500 degrees for a good like 1 to 2 hours. It might be a process, especially if your pan is new, to get that like non-stick type of layer on it. So it could take a few tries. The more you use it, the more non-stick it gets. And if you want it to stay seasoned, don't use soap. You have to just use water. You could use, they have special like brushes that are metal, or you can use like a spatula to kind of like get any really stuck on pieces. Just don't use soap. That is my main thing. Don't let it sit in the water. That is it. Iron skillets are my favorite. They're the only things I really cook with. They just make food taste that much more tasty. They don't leach like horrible chemicals into your food and give you cancer, because I mean, all you need is cancer when you can also maybe get COVID. You don't want both, or one or the other. So on that note, I'm actually gonna end this vlog here. I'm gonna eat food and then finish up some work and try to settle down to get some actual sleep tonight, because it's been a little bit rough the past few nights. And then process my gym not being open for another months. 2 months. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I'll see you next time, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave them down below. Peace out. I'll see you next time.